Okay, on page 240, exercise 1, I really don't like this exercise in the book. It's asking you to explain why the passive is being used, and I actually can't even guess myself what the answers are they want to this exercise. But I think it's useful to just look at these sentences and just look at what's happening in the sentence and why. Just think about it rather than try to do an exercise about it. Okay, some crimes never get solved. The get here means something like become, and it's a passive way to do the passive with get. And it means nobody ever solves some crimes. And the nobody is kind of obvious here, and that's why I'm using the passive voice. A flight attendant was handed a note by a mysterious middle-aged man. Here I'm kind of emphasizing this event, that the flight attendant was handed a note. And I don't know yet anything about this person, and that really is not quite important yet in the story. At this point in the story, the fact that the flight attendant was handed the note is the important thing I want to talk about. None of the other passengers were even aware that the plane was being hijacked. You see, this kind of reflects the fact that the other passengers didn't even know who the agent was, didn't even know who was doing it. And that's why I'm using the passive. $20 bills had all been photocopied by FBI agents. And in this sentence, really, it doesn't make much difference whether you use the active or the passive. I could say, in the active voice, FBI agents had photocopied the $20 bills, exactly the same thing. I don't think it makes any difference in this context which of those you choose to use, the active or the passive. Only one real clue has been discovered. And here, I'm not mentioning yet who discovered this clue. Okay. Rotting rubber bands were found along with the money. Here I'm emphasizing the fact that these rotting rubber bands were found, which is important evidence about what happened with the money. The important thing in this sentence is not who actually found the rotting rubber bands. That's why I'm using the passive. Many investigators believe Cooper had to have been killed during the jump. Here, what killed Cooper is really obvious, that the danger and the cold and jumping out of a plane is something that is likely to kill you. There's no need to say what killed Cooper. Is there additional information that has not been divulged? Divulged means explained or shown. And there's an implication here that the government or the police or somebody is holding back information. But when I ask this question, I'm not really saying who I think is holding on to the information, but I suspect some kind of authority is not telling us the whole truth. But I'm not making a direct accusation about holding back information, and for that reason, I'm using the passive.